Hello, everybody. It's me, IC. It's been a while that I haven't made content throughout the day, just because I don't have the urge to make contents just yet. Maybe just don't have the motivations, but let's not talk about it. So, the reason why I want to make this video because I want to confront all the people that know me so well that I made the game called 1 Week at IC. So, let's start with that. So, the first thing I'm gonna say is stop asking for third game. But I have a conclusion for that. So, third game will eventually happen in the couple of months, or like let's say by the end of the year, or maybe the 2023 of Halloween even. But for the time, just like stop asking for a third game, because a lot of people still asking about it, even though I made a post about it on Gamejolt. Even on YouTube, on the community post, but the people still asking about it, and it's kind of like it's getting really annoying, and it's just like getting stuck on my head. How can I stop people how can I stop people that kept asking for a third game? Well, the only really solution is made a third game. It's just that a simple of a concept. Because if I were to make a third game, then the series will eventually end, just like how One of the Flunties does. So I just want to talk about how people still asking to this day, and I just want to say that the 1 Week at IC's one in general, or the first game, I made that only for fun. I only made that on the Halloween event and made it for fun, and I released it. It was the time where One Night of Flunties 3 still exists. It still have the intention for people to look at it and be excited about it. So I released the first FNAF fan game of mine 1 Week at IC's, and it really blowed up. I never expect a game that is a fan made on the base game One Night of Flunties will get that much of attention, and it's really surprising. Because who would have thought of making a FNAF fan game that is based on One Night of Flunties will get this much attention and get a lot of views and get a lot of downloads. So there's that, and I'm seeing a lot of content about it, about the game on YouTube. So the YouTube taking the world by storm, and when I looked at it, yep, there's a lot of results of 1 Week at IC's, and it's kind of overpressuring, but at the same time, it's some sort of like accomplished, but not really, since it's only really made for fun and not for seriousness. So I had this idea to make the sequel, so I made that, and it didn't really blow up as much than the first one, because the first one really hits, because that really where it began. So when I make the second one, it releases, it's still like to this day it's still getting the same hit as the first one. I even made the trailer for it, got a lot of views. I made a soundtrack even that I made by myself. All of this just made by myself, and I'm surprised that I made the sequel. Now after all of that, that's where the strike, where people kept endlessly asking for a third game, and I couldn't stop thinking about it. And I kept ignoring it because I don't want people to hear more content about 1 Week at IC's, because that's pretty much the end of it, planningly. Like, I was just planning to end the series on the sequel, on the second one. So I just left that thing to the grave and just let it exist for a couple of months and see just how it goes. And when I did that, people still asking about it, still asking to this day, which is very sad, because people only know me about the game, and that's it. No other things people know more about me, only that. It's kind of sad to see it now, because I can see myself like, I just made a game and now people recognize me like that, because it's just not how it works, because that's not how you meet people. You just have to know them more, rather than seeing someone made a game that get hit so much and then you recognize them like that. So like, they see me as the creator of 1 Week at IC's, and it's kind of sad they're not seeing me as a person in general. They don't see me like how I truly I am. I'm just like a creator, and it's still sad. So what I'm planning to do this, just have one solution. Just make the game, the final game, maybe in the Halloween, like in 2023 November, or maybe in another Christmas month. But we will see. But for now, let's just chill with the whole content of 1 Week at ICE and stop asking. I hope you notice that. And there's a second thing that I also want to talk about is Android ports. Now, I don't know how to port games on ClickTeam at all. I mean, I did it in the past, but I just don't know how to do it anymore. And people asking about Android ports. And the reason why is that because they don't have the PC to play the game. And it's kind of pathetic because they don't have the money to buy the goddamn PC of their own. So they're literally broke. So the solution for them is asking for Android ports. And they won't shut up about it. Even I casually make contents on my YouTube channel, and people still asking for the content of 1 Week at ICES, and it's just getting frustrated sometimes. And it's like I want to yell at the people and confront them that stop asking, but as you may tell, there are kids. Like some of them are just like majority of the people who like the 1 Week at ICES are kids, and I can see that, and it's really really frustrating. I have to like deal children like asking for 1 Week at ICES, so I still keep dealing with it. But most of my friends just telling me just to ignore it and then move on. But I really couldn't stop thinking about it. So what I have the idea is just make the third game in the future, just so I can end the goddamn game, just like how the original creator ended the final series on One Night of Flunkies. And I'm kind of having that same experience as him in a different way, not really the same, but you know, it's still there. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say for you all people, and I hope you understand that 1 Week at ICES will finally end on a couple of months. Just keep that in mind, and it's gonna be a lot of work as the same experience as I did on the sequel, and it's gonna be a lot of stressful times, and just a lot of there's also gonna be like a fun experience too, but you know, we will see. So thank you guys for watching, hope you understand, and hope you have a good day. We will see each other again soon, so goodbye.